I was sitting in my doctor's cold office, watching her read my test results. I knew there was something wrong. I'd had inflammatory bowel disease for 3 years, and this felt like a flare-up. It turns out it was worse than normal. "I'm really concerned about you, Shahab," she said. "This might develop into cancer." My heart dropped and my head went dizzy. When I heard the word cancer, the first picture that came to my mind was my wife and child. The second picture was about all the things I might never be able to do, like the dancing class I'd always wanted to take. Okay, thoughts in times of stress can be a bit strange, but my doctor told me then and there that I was doing too much, particularly when it came to work. Actually, I was pushing myself beyond the bounds of good health. 1 year before, my wife and I had immigrated to Canada in hope of creating a better future. Back home, I was a noted language instructor, but in Canada, I was planning for a change. Immigration gave me the perfect opportunity to shift gears and follow my new passion, which was coaching people to become more successful in their lives. I wanted to become successful as fast as I could, so I poured a lot of time, energy, and money into building a coaching practice. I pulled in 12-hour workdays 7 days a week. You can imagine how much fun I was back then. I told myself I'd stop the moment the good money started to come in. But the good money never came. People loved my content and my events, but I wasn't seeing the results in my bank account. I quickly realized, like many other coaches, I could be very popular, but broke. All the tension and pressure began to take its toll. I started to get anxiety attacks, almost fell into depression, and I started to see blood in my stool. I needed to become truthful with myself and see why things weren't working out. I quickly realized, although the idea of helping everyone become more successful in their lives sounded like a good strategy at first, it was spreading me too thin. I wasn't getting the results that I wanted. I needed to clarify what my true genius was, a true genius that could help solve a specific problem for a specific type of person. But you see, finding your true genius is a tricky thing. I knew that firsthand. Many years before, I had trained to become a medical doctor. And after those grueling years at medical school, eventually I graduated. But I realized I wasn't passionate about it. Medicine was potentially lucrative, but it wasn't my genius. Some years after that, I tried my hand at becoming a professional singer. I loved music, and I even released a few singles. But honestly, I didn't have the chops to become a sensational hitmaker. Simply said, music wasn't my genius either. And although the idea of becoming a singing doctor on daytime TV really amused me, I knew it wouldn't work. But for coaching, passion and ability were both there. I just needed to narrow it down and clarify what my true genius was. I did a lot of soul searching, read a lot of books, and even worked with a coach. And after all that, I made 3 important decisions. I stopped trying to help everyone, and I started to find the right people I could serve. I stopped trying to do everything I was kind of good at, and I started to focus on the one area that I was truly great at. And finally, I stopped racing against time, and I started to trust the process. Those 3 decisions changed my life. Not only my business grew like crazy over the next 12 months, but my health improved. I realized my true genius was helping professionals grow their business through personal branding. I also started to pay attention to other areas of my life: relationships, fun, and yes, dancing. But finding my true genius has meant much more than that. It has allowed me to touch so many people's lives and help them share their genius with the world. The specter of cancer is gone for now, but it taught me a very valuable lesson. Finding our true genius is way too important a task to put off. Our happiness and our success depend on it. We don't have to wait until we are eye to eye with our own mortality until we start down that road. Let's find our genius now so that we can go out there and make the impact that we have always wanted to make. Our future selves will thank us for it. Thank you.